A single owner after Andrew Barroway bought out the minority owner. So what does this mean for the future of the team and the fans here in the Valley, and talks about a new arena, which we've heard for years? Team 12's Bram Resnick has been following this story ever since the Coyotes kind of went sideways. What's your take on all this?
Well, this is interesting. This is the first time in about a decade that the Coyotes have one owner since Jerry Moyes. The team should speak now with one voice when it comes to its biggest decisions, how and where to build an arena. That's a really big deal right now. Andrew Barroway is that voice now. He is a hedge fund manager from Philly who's only owned a piece of the team for just 3 years. He does agree with NHL Commissioner Gary Bettman that the team must leave Glendale in order to make money. One Sports Insider said today that Barroway's ownership, Mark, could make it more likely that the team looks at teaming up with the Phoenix Suns on a new arena downtown. It is possible the NHL and NBA commissioners get involved with this. You know, how ironic would it be, after all of these years in Glendale, to go back essentially to where they started, which was the last time they had success with the whiteout was when they played at what was then the America West Arena. 20 years ago. Yeah. 20 years ago. They end up back downtown. It's probably the best place for them to be. Well, it's a central location for both sides of the Valley, right? So what about the relationship between former owner Anthony LeBlanc, who's now gone, and Suns owner Robert Sarver? How will the dynamics change? So Anthony LeBlanc was a minority owner, but he was the face of the team ownership in the Valley as the CEO. Phoenix insiders tell me Sarver wanted nothing to do with LeBlanc or the Coyotes. Give LeBlanc some credit for keeping the team here after its bankruptcy, but he lost credibility every time he opened his mouth about a new arena, which still hasn't happened. Sarver might prefer Barroway, but he's not in as big a hurry as the Coyotes to get a new arena. Sarver can wait 5 years. For the Coyotes, they want an arena ASAP. Yeah, they probably need it to survive at this point. And what about money? I mean, in the end, it always comes down to money. Can you afford to bring in the big, at least one star, which this team, with Shane Doan likely set to retire, doesn't have? And you need a star to survive in this league. You really do. The big questions about Andrew Barroway are how much money does he have to play with? We don't know if he's bringing in any new investors with deep pockets. We also don't know if he bought the team as an investment to flip it and move on. We do know one thing. The Valley does not need and can't support one more arena, especially if Glendale's going to be an empty barn with the Coyotes leaving. We also know another thing. Taxpayers, they're going to be calling on you for that new arena. That's a sure thing. And that is where people throw up the red flag and they go, no thanks, love the Coyotes, don't want to pay anymore. All right, let's go to Creed Bay.
All right, thanks, guys. Monsoon 2017 is almost here. And for those of you keeping track, we are now just